Hey, hey,
What's
hey,
good?
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Let's
hey,
go.
hey,
Hey, energy up.
hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey. What?
Come on.
It's the eyeball line. Hey, it's the eyeball line. Hey, it's the eyeball line. Hey, it's the eyeball line. Let's go. It's the eyeball line.
This boy rapping.
Yeah. It's the eyeball line. Get it? It's the eyeball line. Get it? It's the eyeball line. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Let's go.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Hey.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Hey. Hey, phone, everybody call the phone.
Call the phone.
Call the phone, everybody call the phone.
Call the phone.
Phone, everybody call the phone.
Call the phone.
Call the phone, everybody call the phone.
Call the
Y'all
phone.
had a lot to say. Y'all 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 had a lot to say. Call the phone if you ain't scared.
No.
Hey, call the phone if you ain't scared. Hey, call the phone if you ain't scared. Hey, call the phone if you ain't scared. Eyeball. It's the eyeball line. It's the eyeball. It's the eyeball line. It's the eyeball. It's the eyeball line. It's the eyeball. It's the eyeball line. Turn up. Chill wheel.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Chill wheel.
Yeah.
Chill wheel. Chill wheel.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Chill wheel.
Yeah.
Chill wheel. Chill wheel.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Chill wheel.
Yeah.
Chill wheel. Chill wheel.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Breeze.
What's up?
Breeze.
What's up?
I see you
Breezy.
breezing.
What's up?
I see you
Breezy. Okay.
see you breezing.
Yeah.
I see you breezing. I see you breezing. I see you breezing.
Let's
They call
go.
me coach. They call me coach.
Coach. Yeah.
They call me coach.
Let's go.
They call me coach.
They call me coach.
They call me coach.
Coach.
They call me coach.
Yeah.
They call me coach. They call me coach. Hey, ran the beat out. Chill, Will.
Hey, man, what up?
What's happening, man?
Chilling, man.
Breezy, what up, man?
Boy, it got hot in here.
Quit. Hey,
Too many lights.
no. See, I did this tonight,
Too
right?
many lights.
I did this tonight. I went cool on my dance moves. Because them dance moves will get you hot.
Yeah, man.
Them dance moves get you hot.
As long as the fan keep blowing.
Long as the fan keep blowing, man. We got another fan on the way too.
But it might just be
Might just be that hot, man.
just be that.
Hey, man, what up, man? Welcome to the iBall Radio Live. I'm D with the Coach Chill Will. Breezy on the ones and twos, man. Y'all already know. And man, whew. Chill Will, what's been happening, man?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything's everything.
We here tonight.
Man, y'all already
Talk
know
about some basketball. Talk about some people in the game.
Right? Talk about some of y'all crabs in the bucket.
That's what we on. It's some of them in there.
I'm choosing violence.
For real?
I'm choosing violence. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. If you went and seen one of our Bree's gonna turn his mic on. He killed it. No, if you seen our last one of our last clips we posted, you know what you told them, Chill Will?
What I told you.
You know what you told them, folks?
What I told
you
them.
told them, folks, we don't think you good enough. And what people gotta understand, some of y'all ain't good enough. And you gonna come up on your career and realize, damn, I wasn't good enough.
Yep.
And here's the thing, that's okay. That don't mean you can't be a successful person.
Right.
It just means you weren't good enough. Right? Because I wasn't good enough. Chill, we were good enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't good enough. Yeah. There it is. But I can sit here and tell you, you ain't either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's real recognize real. You feel what I'm saying? So I can see what I see. And I see it. And some of y'all just think. Some of y'all need to go back to the drawing board or do like I did.
But listen, some of them not good enough right now, but if they just keep working, they might be get good enough later.
So let me quantify that, okay?
Huh?
You correct. Because I could have worked harder and been a lot better. You feel what I'm saying? Let me take the link off. Can't get y'all boys. But yeah, man, it's just a matter of work. Right? How hard are you? How much work are you willing to put in? I put in a little work. I wanted to kick it. You know what I'm saying? It came a point you were making a lot of money, so I was like, man, you feel what I'm saying?
Be like that.
It be like that sometimes, don't it?
He's like that. So, but somebody, if they're not looking for immediate love,
right?
they'll work their way to be good enough, and at the end of the day, be good enough.
And at the end of the day, be the last man standing.
I don't know if in today's society, listen, it's probably not even their fault because they want it now.
Everybody want it now. Instant gratification.
They want it now.
I want my life.
Yeah.
I want my comment.
And listen, you feel a certain way when everybody doesn't feel that way about you. And we know we talked about this about the younger guys, man, being 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and y'all labeling him the next one. Right. And then 14, 15, 16, all he do is drop to the bottom of the pack and didn't even become a bad player.
Right. He's probably still a very good ball player.
And you just killing his confidence because you pumped him up at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And my thing is, let me ask you this question. When they do that, when they pumping kids up that early as the next, who do you think that benefits the most? Is that benefiting the parents? Is that benefiting the handler, the coach, the trainer? Who is it benefiting? Because I'm not even going to, you see, I ain't say the kid because I know it ain't benefiting him, right? Who is it benefiting the most, or who are they trying to get it to benefit when they do that?
It depends on what they're looking for. If they're looking for a YouTube special, it might be benefiting the parent. You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking for maybe a little crumb or change, if I come to camp, it might be benefiting the handler. But it depends on what they're looking for. Like some people might say, you know what? I know we not long money, right? So we're gonna make a short money run.
We're gonna do what we can.
Yeah,
do what we can. We're gonna get what we can get to get up out of here.
Yeah.
So if I can be popular,
right,
not good,
right,
but popular, right, I can get paid.
Because I want to say this: in that Mikey Williams right now, until he proves us otherwise.
Yeah, he's more pop. He's way more. Well, like Mikey had a stint where he was showed that he was good.
But this is what I'm saying:
early. I see where you're going. Like early, he was good.
Yeah, he got the deal.
Is he still good now?
I don't know. And yeah, they still trying to put the media behind them, going to UCF and doing what you got to do.
Right.
But at some point, it's going to have to come about the basketball. And because of what he did early, man, he's going to be super critiqued.
Yeah, everything he does or going to do is going to be scrutinized.
Everybody gonna look, man. You know how many people waiting to see him play right now and say, you know what?
I'm finna devil's advocate this right off the bat. Is that a good or bad thing? Because think about it like this: Mikey got all the hype, but he continues to get all the opportunities. So does the hype make his opportunities more aplenty? You feel what I'm saying? Is he continuing to get chance after chance because of the hype that he grew at a younger age? So does it behoove you to grow that hype and push yourself in that way just in case so you can continue? Because we say it all the time. It'll be a guy that'll drop down and get an opportunity who can't play simply because he was at said school before. He went to a high major. He wasn't good enough to go to the high major, but he went there. Then he falls to a mid-major and his career probably fizzles out in the mid-major level, but he ends up playing a mid-major level, having a great career. So it's a catch-22 kind of sort of, because what if I need that to get to where I need to get to continue to be what I need to be, right? Like you got the Julian Newmans of the world, and I ain't trying to just throw shots, but pow, you got the Julian Newmans of the world, right? That got the reality TV show, did all the things, got all the popularity, but couldn't hoop, right? And he was small also, but he couldn't hoop either. But he is still popular.
He had that run.
He had a run.
He probably still got some followers. He probably still got some people.
Right. He's still probably able to get paid to make appearances.
Yeah.
You feel me? So did he win?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on who looking. You know, if real hoop heads is talking about it, looking.
Well, to us.
No, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm in a group with some of my high school guys. Shout out Dion, shout out Big Mike, shout out Lowry.
Yeah.
And Dion shows me all the time, man, that there's a lane for people who are garbage.
Okay. Damn.
And people like people who are garbage. And I'm not calling my man Dion garbage.
Right, because
Dion just likes garbage basketball.
Yeah, he liked that job.
He likes it. He loves it.
The one-on-one.
He loves it. So if he loves it,
it's an audience.
It's an audience for that.
It's an audience for the garbage.
Yes.
Because I think Young put in the group chat today on IG. He put one of them things up. No, I did. That's what it was. It was the video of the dude doing the Euro jump
That's
shot.
the one. Listen, I got to show you the group chat. He loves it. He acts like it's the greatest move ever invented. There was nothing else he could do other than make the pound step to the side. Then he tells me, I'm doing it next time I go hoop.
Oh God!
You feel what I'm saying?
So now you got the hooper in
But
LA
I'm sure he got
Fitness.
a follow button. I'm sure buddy go pop out somewhere. I'm there. Like so. Listen, we talk about the game all the time at that.
So my thing is space in the world, right? This world is a big place.
For carnival hoop.
Carnival, listen, it's a space for everything because the world is big.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if they can carve out their niche and do their thing, hey man, do it.
That's what you do.
But I put in the group chat, I hate them. You know what? I hate them. I can't stand them.
That's not.
And then the other dude, man, the bad move dude, to do all the bad move videos. You know the MDW dude. To do all the
that's got the terminology.
Yeah, he commented. That is so not traveling. Anybody thinks you're traveling is crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like.
But here's my thing. I don't give a damn if it's traveling or not. My thing is that ain't gonna work in a real basketball game.
They beg to differ though, because they play a run and shoot.
But here's my thank you. Who have you seen in a run and shoot ain't a real basketball game? That's a pickup game. You can do what the hell you want in a pickup game. I don't care. But my thing is, I'm talking about real hoopers. I'm talking about high school guys, college guys, and professional athletes. Those who really hoop. You're not going to see that in a real game. And if it is, it's going to be a jump move because he got caught up and he reacted to something, or it's the end of a shot clock and he got to get the shot up real quick. You're not going to see somebody with 18 seconds on the shot clock be in an isolation situation and do a Euro step jump shot. It's not happening. And all the stuff the MD Dub do with I'm going to jump in the air, do a 360 spin, land on the same foot. Ain't nobody doing that. So my point is, why are we glorifying that? Because
it's a lot of them out there.
It's a lot of them out there.
It's a lot of.
It's the same way we say certain guys bring analytics into the game of basketball because they weren't able to compete or contend. So they're trying to impact the game in their own way. So they're bringing in all these numbers and analytics and they are winning.
They win.
They are winning. Bro, let me ask you. And Breezy, I'm asking both of y'all this. I got to ask y'all this, bro. Is real no longer wanted in this space of the world? Is being real a detriment? Is keeping it a let me say it like this. Do we need to just sell it?
No. I'm gonna take my 1,400 followers and keep
popping.
I don't care about having
organically.
I don't care about having 2 million and getting the check however they getting the check. And I'm
selling your soul.
No.
You're not trying to be
No.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Breezy, he won't even let me ask the question.
No, we not even talking about that.
2024 out here these streets, man.
We're gonna have to stay the course.
Right.
And maybe in 2029 it pop all the way off.
Right.
You're gonna hold it down.
And we touch the moon.
We gotta be 2029. I'm not going there. I can't do it.
I'm with you too.
I can't do it, man.
I ain't fine.
Because man, like to be unauthentic in what we do will be a detriment to the people that actually do listen to us.
Because man, this is the thing. For us that really played the game at the level and worked hard to become good at something,
right?
Man, we know what we poured into that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Like we know what we poured into that. So the comical side of the game that's getting the traction, no, that's why they had a circus.
Yep.
The circus goes around.
The circus,
no, it goes around the country and sells out arenas, and they bring elephants and peanuts and flips, and they get paid.
It was that elephants and peanuts.
Hey man,
straight like that though.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah. Because hey, what it's an old saying you never respond to a clown because if you do, you become a part of the circus.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And these guys are clowns. And it take everything in my power. Dog, you know how many times I comment and just deleted it?
Man, sometimes I comment and let it go.
Listen, I post it and go back and delete it because I'm becoming a part of the circus.
Yeah, because you listen, every time every time we share it in our chat, say, man, look at this.
We showing them love.
We
Showing them love.
we feeding the machine.
We feed the machine.
Feed the
Hey,
machine.
listen, we might be in there talking mad ish about it, but we are feeding that
There's
machine.
one dude out there that's got his son.
Oh my God.
Listen, man. And listen, I don't even want to say it.
No, you said listen. No, Breezy, he said listen. Everybody stop and listen.
This man talking about 2 miles, defensive slide. But listen, he played.
We listening.
He played, right?
Yeah.
Man, he was so garbage. But he played at a level. But if you watch his game, like, bro, he had an ugly game. And listen, I think he got a workout with the Denver. He showed a little picture. He's at Denver.
Yeah.
So he kind of, but man, his game was ugly. Right? Oh, just terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I'm not saying you had to be the best player to teach, talk, or do the game of basketball. No. My thing is keep that gimmick mess out of it. It's the gimmicks that get me, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is, and I know we are content creators. We create content on a daily basis. We drop a lot of it, right? And I get that, but it's the context of the content that you're creating.
Yeah.
Right? The context of the content that they're creating is garbage.
I think they're trying to do what we're doing now. They're trying to create animosity. They want people to argue and discuss about it because it feeds.
It feeds.
That's why your boy talk about the
You think we trying to draw animosity?
Are we?
Yeah.
No, I think everybody's drawing animosity.
Right.
Now, I know we're not the only ones that watch this. Be like, man, what is this?
Yeah, because they comment. You see the circus.
I know.
You see the circus in
We're not the only ones. But what I'm saying, the person that's creating the content is trying to get that reaction. He don't want the real reaction because the real reaction don't get the real love.
Don't get the same respect.
Real. Listen, it's less real and more fake in the world. Yeah.
Way more fake.
Way more fake than it is real. So real recognize real, but since it's not as much real, you don't get as much recognition.
Real is hard.
Real is hard.
Real is hard.
Real is hard, but real recognize real, right? So if it's not a lot of real people out there to recognize you, your recognition gonna be small, but you still keeping it real. Because one thing you can do, keep it real, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
When keeping it real can go wrong.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, it's the context of the content that you're creating.
Man, content.
You gotta stand on business.
If you thank you, Breezy.
Gotta stand.
That is Breezy brought out the term for y'all young folks. You gotta stand on business. If you stand on business, that means your context stay on point. And our context will always.
And you gotta understand, eras change.
Eras do change.
And that's why you try to keep you a young one around you. And because he understands the wave, but he's also tapped into how he was raised, right? So it allows him to toe the line.
I can tell him he's wrong as hell. How about that part?
Yeah, but he don't toe the line.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna toe the line.
Greedy toe that line.
Of course.
He toe that line.
We talk about that all the time.
Hey man, don't let the boy be putting you on the internet like that.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his boy Mari did a video today. They on the yard and Mari turned up. I see Greedy in the back with the pole, man.
Exactly.
He ain't really in the camera, but he in the camera. Man, JJ ain't really in the camera, but they in the camera.
Yeah, they there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they turning up.
Right.
So, but I understand that, but you know, let him do that, you do this. You feel
keep the main thing the main thing.
Man,
keep the perspective on. That's all we say. It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this, though.
Because listen, this is the problem. And keep your thought, please.
I got it.
It's a copycat society.
Yeah.
So when somebody sees something they think is jumping, I'm just gonna go do that.
Ooh, now let me stay right there. Since you cut me off, I'm cutting your ass back. Listen, it's a kid out there that here in Alabama went on to play a little college basketball. I'm not sure if they're still playing college basketball, but they're trying to turn into a basketball content creator. Okay, right? And it makes my skin. Because it's all of the toxic videos. Let me call them that. Toxic videos of, is this a travel? Can you do this?
let's play some type of game where I'm putting the cone down or moving the cup while I shoot type of thing. Like, and then it's this group that's on there also that does a lot of that. And it's one girl, she started doing videos. You know the dude, everybody hate Chris, the dude out of Duncan dude.
Not right.
Okay,
Maybe, but not right.
Yeah, you when you see him, you be like, oh, okay, him.
Okay.
Right? And it's some girl that started doing videos with him, and like she like proportion weirdly, but she got this like really big butt.
Okay.
And she be putting on the biker shorts to make it look even bigger. And
Right.
it's really, but she, right? But you can tell she can't.
Yeah.
But
that's not what her content.
That's not what her content creates.
Yeah.
You can tell she wasn't a hooper,
Right.
and she ain't a hooper.
I'm putting on these tights.
Bingo.
And you're gonna look at me from the back when I make my move. You're not gonna look at me from the front.
Right.
Because my game got it.
Game got
it. What I'm trying to
But she ain't.
But I mean,
But I feel you, right? I feel you. But my point of even bringing that up is now that content is being shared, liked, and talked about a lot. Like that is what people want to see. And what I'm realizing is in the social media space, it's less people who actually hoop. Actual hoopers are few and far between. People who are 2K hoopers are aplenty, right? The 2K hoopers are through the roof. So they are the ones who create players and have dynasty makeup seasons and all of that type of stuff. It's the same thing about the fantasy football world and fantasy sports world, right? It's all of those who weren't that, but are getting into it through that, and they're toxic.
They creating 2K in real life.
They 2K.
Just like these dudes out here creating what's the driving game?
What, NASCAR?
No.
I don't know. Oh, GTA.
GTA.
Yeah.
These guys in real life out here, GTA.
There's real dudes out here, Grand Theft Auto.
Like they bringing video games to real life.
Yeah, they are. Facts.
They jumping in these. They buzzing.
Facts.
They listen.
They facts.
So listen, if y'all can do that on the GTA, wow,
I can do
we
it on
gonna
2K.
do it on TK.
Damn.
Yeah.
Games in real life.
Hey, we in the Matrix.
Damn. We in the damn matrix. The damn
We in the
matrix, dog. Because it's just,
Neo tried to tell us.
it's just so frustrating that, like, and I'm gonna turn the corner on you too.
Turn the corner.
I'm gonna turn the corner on you.
Turn it.
Because it's a lot of real out there that also is becoming really fake. Because you got these guys who did play, who are knowledgeable, who do love the game, but they're so biased of their time. And let me tell you, and I love this guy, and he is exactly your era, and that's Kevin Grant.
Yeah.
He made the statement that nobody from today's game could have played in the NBA 20 years ago.
I saw that.
You saw that, right?
I saw that.
He said, and he had a long, like a 4 slides soliloquy on why they weren't, and you could tell, we know KG, he get emotional. You could tell his emotions were involved in his answer more so than logic, right? And he was like, man, they couldn't play. How physical, you got somebody riding you off the pig and yada, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. I gotta say this. I totally disagree with it. LeBron played in the league 20 years ago, right? And he's still playing today. So my point is to say, and we talk about this when we start comparing guys who are good enough through errors. You got to break that thing up in the errors and don't try to cross errors, right?
Don't try, because it literally is a different game,
right?
And I gotta say this: if the players of that time, David Robinson, Hakeem, all our bigs,
right?
If they came through the game shooting, by the time they became pros, they could shoot.
Exactly.
They would have been able to shoot.
Facts.
We just didn't play that style of game. It was a paint game. Like, if you really go back and look at the first Jordan game when he was like 84, 85, like it's so crazy that, man, they literally played in the paint.
Yeah, like they would be outside dribbling before they went inside the 3-point line at the top of the key. They would be there and dribbling, and it would be defense that is
bloodbath.
But it'd be the defense would be playing 2 feet off you, and you're at the top of the key.
Right. Like,
Everything was played 15 feet in.
Yes, man. So I feel the evolution of the game, and yeah, I see where Garnett was going. He just did a very poor job of explaining.
Right. I understand. He was emotional.
Yeah, he did a very poor job. And see, he came in 18 years old. Like I said, he came in Braun, like straight out of high school.
Yeah.
And bro, you gotta understand, like the reason I understand what he's saying, because when we were growing up and we were talking about NBA, man, didn't it seem like just
grown man,
impossible to get in?
Yeah, it was grown man.
Like it was hard, bro. Now we're grown and we don't have an opportunity to even play in the NBA, but just looking at how the NBA and guys are getting in and what you're looking at a kid like, man, hold up, bro. You can get in there.
Not saying it's easier, but it's easier.
Yes.
It's easier.
It's not saying it's easier.
Yeah, it's more opportunity.
It's way more opportunity. It's way more opportunity.
And I get that part. And here's the thing I'm saying though, when I say I disagree with what Gardner was saying. The reason I disagree with what he was saying, because if you take a player from today and placed him in yesteryear, he would adapt to the game.
Yeah. If
you take somebody from yesteryear and put him in today's game, if they were great, they're going to adapt to the game. Now, and this whole argument comes off what Andy Edwards said about nobody was skilled in the NBA besides Jordan, which was crazy.
Like,
right? Yeah, that was a bad statement.
Like, man, did you not watch Magic?
See, you don't even got to call names.
I'm just saying, did you not watch him?
Magic Johnson?
And to say he's not skilled.
Come on, man. Magic Johnson?
Magic.
God.
Larry Bird.
I'm just saying.
But
man.
here's the thing that the people are, and here's what Anthony Edwards was meaning if I am to try to interpret what he was saying, right? I'm reading between the lines of what Anthony Edwards was saying. And I'm saying this off speaking to young cats and kind of knowing how their brain work, right? They dumb as hell. For what?
Because
like they're not very
they
smart.
don't do any research. Google
they don't.
Research.
They don't read. Yeah. They don't study. They don't research. They don't do none of that. Right? They just pop off. Right? And so what he is saying is, in my interpretation on what he was trying to say was, he was saying it's guys in the league now that have Michael Jordan talent,
ability,
and skill, ability. Yeah. Right? It's regular guys in the league today that got 40-inch verticals with big hands that can shoot the turnaround, jump, and do all those moves that Michael Jordan was doing. It's regular guys. I get what he's saying. It's more, he, as like Kevin Garnett did, just explained his point poorly. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And that's, in my interpretation of what he was saying, that's what he meant. It's a lot of Michael Jordans. And like Gerald Green would be considered Michael Jordan.
Yes, like Gerald Green was a journeyman in the NBA. If Gerald Green was coming out of high school now, he would be a top 5 pick and like
all world,
one of the greatest NBA players ever.
All world.
And listen, Gerald Green struggled to make a career.
No, and he made a 13, 14, 15-year career. Journeyman. Yeah. Right? But we're saying those type of guys are littered throughout the NBA now.
But that's why I think the opportunity is there, because Gerald Green wasn't a great basketball player.
Right. He turned himself into a great shooter. He was just an athlete.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So I think it's more guys in the league now kind of like that.
And here's the thing about it, bro. I'm also giving Anthony Edwards this part. I think he was meaning along the lines of athleticism. He said skill, but I think he meant athleticism. Because a lot of people mistake athleticism for skill, right? Because I can jump, hang, whoop-de-whoop, dip-de-doo, and lay this thing off the glass from one side of the goal to the other. People take that as skill. That's athleticism.
Yeah, like the dude that's got the video out there, got hooping in the do-rag. I got to show it to you.
No, I don't want to see it.
But they saying he's 6. I think he played G League. 6'9". They say he got a 7'2" wingspan. He was going up blocking it with 2 hands. He was dunking. He was running all over the floor. But you can tell this kid, he can't play.
But he's an athlete.
It's crazy.
Crazy athlete. You didn't have guys in that era back in the days doing the things athletically that they're doing today. Michael Jordan was the only one in the league doing what he did during his era, right? There was nobody jumping, hanging with one hand, bringing it down, finishing with the left hand. Michael Jordan was the only one doing it. And I think that's what Anthony Edwards meant.
Okay.
He didn't mean he was the only one because Michael Jordan handle was suspect.
Yeah.
His 3-ball was suspect. So to say it wasn't nobody as skilled as him, it was guys who were better shooters than Mike. It was guys that were better ball handlers than Mike in the league at that time. So I just think his words were well, no, they weren't misconstrued. He said that shit. He just misspoke.
Did a terrible job explaining what he's trying to say.
Same thing that Kevin Garnett did.
Did a terrible job.
Because you know why? Both of them had emotions. The young cat popping off because he just want to be, I know more than y'all old heads. And the old head is, hey, young fella, get off my lawn.
Oh yeah, the young cats like listen, they straight popping.
They
popping like.
Oh, I'm
man,
sorry,
listen,
man. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
forgot
we gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Hey, there. You know how we grew up? Yes sir, no sir.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, yeah.
Yep.
That like they're gonna. Their yeah is yes sir.
Yeah.
Their no is. You just don't say nah, no, nope. They say yeah properly. So you know it's just one of those things. But them young guys, man, you gotta have OGs though, bro. Like you gotta keep the OGs in the game.
But the OGs can't be emotional.
Yeah.
They can't be emotional, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why these young cats be out here popping off. Because these OGs that big bro these young cats because they got something, right? They get money earlier now. So the OG probably whoop, whoop, and the young cat out here, he done big bro young fella.
Mm.
So now these young cats think because that situation over there is that. That's all situations with older cats. They brand.
Hang on, time out. So what you're saying is, since the young cat, so what makes you big bro now is your pocket?
Bingo.
So you don't have to be big bro.
No.
Pocket makes you big bro.
Gotta be big bank.
Oh.
Yes.
So a big bank take little bank.
They respect.
Big bank takes big bro.
Bank makes big bro.
Oh.
It's no longer wisdom, intelligence, and time. It's who got the pay. How you gonna tell me something I got more than you and I'm younger than you? So OG needs what young fella can provide, so he can big bro with him. That's the issue. So when you got somebody like KG who ain't finna big bro young fella, he's emotional. When you got young cat who sees OGs being little bro by younger cats, he think he could pop off to any OG.
Oh,
Yeah, sideways.
yeah.
Y'all see how the game messed up?
Yeah, the game messed up,
The
man.
game messed up,
The game messed up.
right?
The game messed up, man. You
Like-
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the OG got to make sure that they're doing what they need to do to continue to OG.
Exactly.
That's what they got to do.
Keep OG.
They got to, and listen,
The only way young cat gonna respect OG is OG big bank over little bank.
that's going to be tough because opportunity is aplenty because of the groundwork that OG laid, and now the young fellas.
Young cats don't care about that.
See, you don't get this opportunity without what came.
They don't care
Like you say,
Don't care about that.
Isaiah Thomas got a clip saying, "Boy, Michael Jordan was great for the league," because a lot of us still eating off what Mike changed the game.
He changed.
He changed the sneaker game because of that. Everybody had to have 80% sneakers,
But here's the thing.
white sneakers.
Not only that, he changed how they got money.
Yeah, and then LeBron, then LeBron has really
He
changed.
flipped it.
You know what I'm saying?
LeBron has handed the keys to the player.
Yeah.
Instead of the owner.
Yeah.
Like in the NBA, the players run the asylum.
Right.
Right. And the same thing is now happening in college basketball.
And everybody's making so much more money. Because remember when Shaq got 100 million, and we was like, "What? 100 million?"
When KG got the 120.
Yeah. So now we're talking about Jalen getting 300.
Right. Listen. We just said Shaq and KG, and then we flipped to Jalen Brown.
And it's not even close.
It's not even, and I'm not
even
dissing,
close.
I'm not dissing Jalen Brown.
No, he's a very good player.
But he is not a Kevin.
No.
He will not finish his career revered as a Shaq or a Kevin Garnett.
And what school did he go to?
Cal.
1 year.
Yeah.
Shaq went to school 3 years.
Yes.
It was a different league, bro.
It was. It was older. It was a grown man's league.
Yeah.
So my thing is, with the younger cats being able, Kevin Garnett ushered this in. I'm gonna say it. He ushered these young cats being able to go to the league early, and then the league flipping from let me get older and wiser to let me get younger and more potential. When they started going off that, then that's when the issue came.
And then now you have way more busts.
Way more bucks.
Now you have guys that are going first round going straight to the G League.
Mhm.
Now you don't have in that day, those players that were coming in first round immediately made impacts on the teams that they went to.
Yeah.
Immediately changed franchises.
But they came in expected to do
Yes. Now you got guys that come in and get drafted first round and never see an NBA game other than summer league. Might be 2 years.
if that. And you got some
And
guys
they went
coming
first.
in and never said,
So
hey man, Breeze, let's open up the phone.
Yeah.
I want to ask this question, man.
I
What,
guess.
what do you do? Call in right now, 334-209-5222. Kind of give us your thoughts on this, man. What are your thoughts on like young guys popping off, old guys being upset, and the dynamic of what basketball is right now? Ain't that kind of what we talk about?
that's exactly
That's
what we're talking
definitely
about.
what y'all.
Chris Webber,
Yes,
2 years.
exactly. 3.
3.
No, Chris went 2.
Yeah. Jalen
Jalen
Rose,
went
2. Man, listen, 6'9" point.
Yeah, come on. He
But
had 3 years.
but he did his thing. Now you got the 6'9" point that we're talking about early in the EYBL, and he comes out, and then you're not talking about him in the NBA anymore.
Right.
You're not talking about him.
He disappeared.
He's in the G League playing basketball. He's
disappeared.
probably overseas playing basketball.
Right, and he was a first round pick.
Come on, man. So
First round pick.
listen, no.
Like a lottery pick. If you were a lottery pick back in the day, you were expected to play right now. Now, did you play depending on franchise fit, all of that?
But bro, go back
Today?
to Iverson,
Oh.
Georgetown film, Stephon Marbury, Georgetown film, Jerry Stackhouse, Georgetown. North Carolina film. Go watch that, and then go watch these guys now who they talking about first rounds in college. Watch their film. You understand? Reed Shepard and all these boys came. Look at their freshman year, and go look at these boys freshman year. Boy,
It's a different.
Come on.
what?
A big one.
Huge difference.
And those guys came into the league ready to play. And listen, even though those guys struggled coming into the league.
man.
So now you're telling me this
Yes.
18. That's why the D League, now G League, was even created.
Yes.
Because the league had gotten so young,
Yeah.
right? It had gotten so young that they had to put these guys somewhere because they weren't ready to play.
Through training.
They weren't ready to play. But what entails, let me show you the domino effect of this whole conversation. What that entails with the NBA being so young, it has turned college basketball super old.
And that's why guys are staying and getting paid.
Super old. Listen,
That's why
they
guys are
had to
getting
start paying them because they were. You had so many guys leaving early and not making it, right? Because they had to leave to get paid.
To try to make it.
To try to make it. I can't stay. I gotta go. And they were falling by the wayside. So what do we got to do? We got to change some inception of the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Right now, the transfer portal is there. Now it's NIL. Now you got guys 28 years old.
You got guys who graduated in 2017, 2018, still
7
playing
years.
basketball.
Remember the dude last year?
Going.
Remember the dude last year? He was in his 9th year of college
Yeah,
basketball.
man.
I think he played at Howard. 9 years.
Man, listen.
He graduated in 16.
Yes. And listen, want to get an opportunity to make some money and get his life started, which is great. But just because the league went younger does not mean it got better.
I think it got worse. It actually got worse.
Because even now, when you hear all the stories of the guys, it's going to be 1 or 2 players on each team to shoot all the balls.
Right. That's the sentiment of the league. Like it's going to be 1 or 2 guys who are going to have the ball and shoot all the shots.
That's what Kwame Brown was talking about, and he got caught in the shift of that.
He got caught with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and he got caught in the shift of that. But he was saying, like, man, what y'all talking about when I get 5 shots a game?
I get 6 touches
Like,
all night,
I'm first round, and y'all expecting me to do what I do,
and I get.
but I
6
touched the ball 6 times
6,
a night.
6, and you got to understand, 2 of those are in situations where it's not favorable for me to have it.
Come on, man.
So I look bad when I get it.
But see, now we're talking about with young players. I can't adjust here,
Mentally,
so my mentally messed up.
not your mentally messed up.
My mentally,
Mentally is messed up.
hey man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
Y'all call on in and tell me what you think.
yeah, man. Tell us what you think, man. 334-209-5222.
I need Deion Cousins to call in.
That's who you need to call in, cuz.
Yes,
You need them to call it because
Yeah.
they be in that talking.
man. What?
Yeah, and I feel that.
What?
Like it is something that is confusing for me to see because like you really have guys, and on our level, you got guys in high school, literally in high school, who are decent to bad players who will literally tell older guys what basketball is. It is people that have hit me up with the content that we drop, telling me I'm wrong.
That's crazy.
I'm wrong.
That's crazy.
And you can't even get out the bench at your 3A high school,
Right.
but you calling to tell me I'm wrong.
Because they compare themselves to each other so much. It's not about the game.
Right.
I'm comparing myself to the person who you said is good. And I think I'm better than you. I think I'm better than you.
And my mama told me I could shoot threes good.
Yeah.
I made 3 threes in the game.
My mama knew.
My mama told me I could shoot threes good. So since my mama told me I could shoot threes good, I'm lottery.
And that's why the legacy kids are starting to get so much traction. Because we come from this. So if y'all kids that are coming from nowhere get some traction, hold up. Let's read. We're gonna send everybody to see Brickley. We're gonna send everybody to Team USA. We're gonna send everybody EYBL. We're gonna send everybody to NBA Top 100. We're gonna send everybody here, and they just cycling. And these are the kids that's coming out.
Yep. Because
it's a landscape they follow.
I saw a clip. I don't know. It might have been D-Rich TV or somebody. But I think it was him, and he was talking about how Cayenne has been in the trenches all summer because he's been everywhere hooping, right? And I commend him for going and playing as many places, but he is able to move like that.
Melo, listen,
Right.
I think the Melo effect is coming. I think the world has always loved Melo since Syracuse days.
They have.
Like
It's
Melo,
always been an affinity for Melo.
Listen, all hoopers, all young hoopers, older hoopers, like I said,
They respect Melo.
we love Melo because Melo came to Syracuse and did it how you supposed to do it. He just ate college basketball.
Right.
So now he's got a son and he's kind of coming along. It's Melo movement. I think we connected to Melo's movement, and like I say, he putting Cayenne in a situation and Cayenne hooping, but he getting the lean because he Melo boy.
Yeah.
Because people
But
rock with
I'm
Melo.
gonna tell you what Melo's doing though. Melo's smart about this. Melo is putting him in all of these situations so he can get the respect of he in the trenches.
And he not talking too much.
Cayenne.
No, Melo.
Oh yeah.
Even though he got his podcast,
like he the one situation.
the one situation, but he not Gilbert.
Damn.
He not being Gilbert Arenas like he being with his boy. And Gilbert boy 6'7", like going crazy.
He dumb.
You know what I'm saying? He going crazy. But man, if somebody come out with my son $2 million, what? See, Melo say, yo, we gonna go get the $2 million.
We gonna take that 2 mil.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Right.
ain't gonna sit on here and just pop it like, nah, we don't want the $2 million. Come on, man.
But 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and I get this part too, and I'm glad we're talking about it. Because us podcasters, right? Yeah. We'll get on here and pop sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say I haven't. I get on here and pop sometimes.
Because you did it.
I did it. Right? Like, and this is what I do.
Yeah.
Like, I just ain't buy some podcast equipment and come in here and sit down. Right? Like I've been doing this 13 years. Yeah. So I've been doing this. And we get to popping sometimes. And Melo get on there and get the popping sometimes. Yeah. Like the asinine comment he made about he'd rather had the gold medals than the NBA championships because you don't have an NBA championship. And for him to sit there and say that, it means more coming from a black man from New York. And you know it don't mean the gold. You don't give a damn about them gold medals. Nobody cares. Listen, I don't care about your gold medals. What I care about is who won the NBA championship. So we get on here and we start getting going sometimes.
Yeah. They be on it.
They be on it.
Yeah,
same thing with Kevin Garnett. He was just on it.
On it.
Right? Like, and I get that.
Like, we live, P.
We live, P. But I see, I can watch P all day. Because P ain't gonna pop. P gonna be like, I don't like LeBron.
Yeah.
And I kill LeBron. Yeah. Right? That's just confidence, more so than anything else. Right? But in the fact that Gilbert Arenas, right? And the guys that he has on his show in McCants and Brandon Jennings. Like Brandon Jennings got emotional on there a couple weeks ago.
And told all the business. Listen, I was gonna ask you that question. Not only is real not accepted. Have we got to the level of, man, we just gonna tell everything?
Yes, dog. Yes.
Like there's no more code.
No.
Oh
No, bro.
come on, man.
Because we're talking about these young cats, they don't have it, B.
But we gotta keep code. See, that's why the young boys feel they can son the OG, right? Because now you gotta understand, when Pop came through in the Gators, he was gonna wear Gators.
He was gonna wear
I don't care how many pair of Jordans we put
I
on.
don't care how many.
Then go try to put Jordans
I'm
on.
not.
Like, I'm wearing Gators.
Right.
We ain't doing that no
No.
more as OG.
No.
Young boys talking. Oh, hold up. That what y'all doing? Let me talk.
Let me talk. And here's the thing. This podcast space is a space of free speech.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we the new media.
Yeah.
Right? And I even saw Dion, he got a little back and forth going on with Paul Feinbaum right now, Coach Prime, that is.
Yeah.
Got a little back and forth going on with Paul Feinbaum, because Paul Feinbaum said Colorado is irrelevant. However, you're talking about Colorado, so that makes them relevant, right? And Dion shot back like, hey, you talking about us. How are we irrelevant? But he was like, Feinbaum is mad, which I agree. His style of media is being phased out by people who didn't put nearly the work in that Paul did. Paul was a writer. He was a beat writer. He went around. He did the book. He started where we at, getting 2 and 3 callers, to now the phone lines lit up. Right? I get that part. But his style of media is phasing out because young people don't want to read. Even though I ain't saying what Paul do is real, because what he said about Colorado Coach Prime is just hate, right? Pure hate. But my thing is, that style is phasing its way out. It's more so now coming to what we sitting here doing right now.
Because how can I listen to Paul Feinbaum's tape when I can listen to Dion tape?
Right.
When I can listen to Cam Newton tape.
Right.
These guys have been in the trenches. And what they're saying is, man, we've been in the trenches.
Right.
You've been watching.
Right.
You came and asked me what it was to be in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
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 Because like it's a respect factor. And the lack of respect for OGs is the issue, right? The lack of respect for calculated take is disrespected. Like, for us to be out here talking about what we talking about, if we came on here and talk clown shit every week, bro, I think it'll go through.
Yeah. I'm gonna forever be an OG though.
Forever.
And none of them young boys gonna be able to son me.
Yeah,
I'm an OG.
well, that's 2 reasons.
I'm just saying.
You-
You know, that's one reason I probably got 1 pair of Jordans. I don't care.
I don't wear Jordans.
I'm fresh with whatever. I got on Uggs today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, listen, my shoe game be
But
stupid.
I'm just saying, like,
You show y'all
I'm not finna, like young boy want to tell me jorts. Like, bro, I told y'all about jorts, and now we rocking jorts. Oh no, but it's how we put them on, bro. It's the same jeans I cut 10 years ago.
Remember me and you were cutting the jeans,
Yes,
and Brady was talking about us, and he just took a picture with his girl with the cut up.
Yes, and his boys, all of them,
all of them
everybody.
had the fringes.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all got the money fan. Listen,
Yeah.
man, I walked the crowd.
Stepping on.
You feel what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right,
listen, man, I ain't listening to none of that, son.
Been there, done that.
Been there,
Hey,
done that.
hey, but let me hold something.
Let me hold it. Let me just- let me hold it. Hey, so listen, hey, I get it. I'm glad y'all got it, because you can share it with me.
Yeah.
Because listen,
Let me hold
let me
something.
hold something, right? But man, we got to do a better job, man. We got to do a better job, man, of real, recognize real, and give it real is respect.
Yeah.
Now, all about the R's, man. Give real respect, man.
You got to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they paid away. Like I say, man. Tom Earl. Come
Tom
on.
up.
Listen.
Tom up, baby.
Bro.
Tom up, baby.
Dog, bro.
Man, they don't understand.
Man, listen. So, listen. I don't care what it is.
I'm gonna say this. And the phone line's still open, y'all.
Yeah, man. Y'all calling. I think they enjoying listening tonight.
I hate that. I
Yeah,
want you to just. listen.
we do.
I want you to talk to me. I want you to come in and engage in the conversation. Let me know y'all out there. And and we just realized, man, that all of our comments don't be coming through. Like, I gotta go to another platform to see where the comments at, because me and Breeze were looking the other day when we got off live, man, and Facebook was full of comments and none of them came through.
I ain't got no comment.
Right. None of them came through, man. So we still working on our process.
Hey, man, tell them the phone number, man.
Man, 334-209-5222. Call in right now, man. Let us know what you think, man. Let us know what you think. Is the OGs wrong if you're seeing the Kevin Garnett, or is Ant-Man, the young guys, wrong? And where are we hitting the disconnect in between the two areas?
Because everything is microwave. So if I don't see you, I don't know you. Like kids wear Jordan now because it's fashion, not because of Jordan.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm coming out the hood.
Yeah, it's hot.
Nah, not even that reason.
But listen, Breezy.
Yeah.
Kids are wearing Jordans now because of fashion, not because of Jordan.
Yeah, fashion.
We wore Jordans because of Jordan.
Yeah,
Right.
That's why we wore. We watched the All-Star game because we knew he was gonna drop the black colorway every time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like before our era, because we were lucky, Dad took us to Atlanta to see Magic and Dominique and Spud and all that.
Yeah.
But these young boys, when Isaiah says Kareem and everybody else, bro, they don't understand who Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Sunday is, boy.
That bro, they don't even know who Magic is. That man said ain't one of those skills.
You feel what I'm saying?
Magic.
So to even have a conversation with them is crazy. But you want to tell them, shut up. You can't have this conversation because you don't even know your history.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And that's the other part.
That's the part of it.
They talk and they're making uneducated statements.
They don't know their history.
Like, you got to be educated in it. Well, that's the other thing, man. Our kids dumb as hell.
But
I'm sorry.
that's why I said
Y'all
we used to have to do
Education.
research.
Education different.
You did research, then you blurt. It's
Absolutely.
like CNN and all that. Before people say somebody that got the hit, you fact check before you. Now we just talk.
Now we just popping off. Yeah. So I will say this, man. Like, that was a cool conversation. Y'all can still call in about that. 334-209-5222. But I want to get to something more close to heart for us, Chill Bill. And that's a little bit of high school basketball as we wind down here tonight. I want to talk about a little bit of high school basketball. And some of these schools out here ducking smoke.
Really?
What? Like, they out here breathing gonna breathe through the microphone in a minute. But now they out here ducking smoke, cuz. Like, and I want to see some shout outs. Can I do that?
Do that.
I want to give a shout out, man. I want to give a shout out because we know Christian Swears and Huntsville High. They ain't never ducking smoke. Okay. Ever, right? We had conversation with them. They trying to play anybody all the time. They always trying to play whoever.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And we always talk about Montgomery and how Montgomery got to do a better job of moving outside of Montgomery to bring the thought of basketball back to Montgomery, right? Got a shout out. I gave him a shout out on last live. Shout him out again. Carver Wolverines coach Reggie stepped up this week. And you know how cats in 7A, 6A, 5A, they don't like playing opponents from other areas because they might see them later on. And they were like, oh, I don't want to play them. I might have to see them. No. Them two schools stepped up and they will be playing January 25th.
That's only going to create the buzz of Alabama basketball that you need to create. You got to create some buzz.
Got to, man. You
got to have some buzz. We got to have some high-level games. Like, we got to have some games where they feel like it can be played on ESPN. We want to talk about prep this and prep that on ESPN.
Right.
You creating all this, man. Let's create the buzz.
Right, dog. And here's the thing about it, bro. With them playing that game, and I'm going to give Huntsville High credit for this. They played Grissom on the 24th, that Friday, the night before. It's going to be 2,000 people inside Huntsville High that night, right? And that's their rivalry game. So you know it's going to be pumping, jumping. For them to come off that game, that emotional roller coaster of that game that they're going to play on that Friday, to turn around and play a Final Four contender like Carver the very next night, boy, that's smoke.
Yeah.
That's smoke.
That's getting it done.
But that's Carver playing Friday night, waking up on Saturday and driving to Huntsville to play who we consider one of the top two teams in the state of Alabama.
Man, how's it basketball season and that's not what you want to do?
How are you not wanting to do that?
How's it back? Bro, you remember the last year 2020, you like, man, it seemed like we sit on this bench every night. We was on that thing. How is it hoop season and you don't want to hit the bus?
Right.
And you don't want to buy the meal. And you don't want to leave school early.
Come on,
you
man.
don't want to put the travel suits on.
Come on, man. How are you not wanting to play a game every single night?
I want to drive around the talking.
Come on, man.
And we're talking no shots.
No shots.
I'm just
They
saying.
just dropped their schedule today.
Yeah.
Y'all need to call us. We'll help y'all.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't want to drive up the block to Wetumpka to play Monday and then Friday
Yeah.
Jag.
Yeah, I feel you.
And not everybody but a Jag in the game.
Yeah. No.
And listen, no stars in the game.
None.
It's just city.
Right.
And listen, I get it. The city gonna jump. We want the city to jump. But we got to bring the level up, man.
We gotta bring the level up.
We got to bring the people.
But here's the other part I was gonna say on that, bro. Like, we got to do a better job of going to play these games so people can come play these games here.
Yeah.
Because right now, all the top games, when we want smoke, we got to go get it.
Yeah.
Right? We got to get our respect back that people want to come here to play. But that's going to take Carver making another Final Four run.
Yeah.
That's going to take Montgomery Academy making a Final Four run to say, oh, it's teams coming out of Montgomery.
But see, everybody feel like we finna go play the MLK Classic inside.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we need to have a level of basketball here in Montgomery. See, we got it to see every time we did a tournament here. That's why we left. Man, we have a Thanksgiving tournament, Christmas tournament, and a something, and all city schools in it, and we end up playing each other. All three tournaments.
That's all that you do.
Come on, man.
Right. You know, nobody goes outside to play anybody.
Yeah.
But nobody's
not bringing anybody in.
There you go. Nobody's coming to the city to play. Because where's the respect for our basketball program?
But if you can invite me to Arkansas and give me some hotel rooms and a little bit of cake, you should be able to invite the kids from Arkansas here, give them a little bit of money and do some. But what does that mean? Now these coaches got to get out in the communities and build some relationships. You feel what I'm saying?
And listen, I know the details of everything, and I ain't trying to spit the details.
No, I'm just saying.
But
That's how the game got to go.
That's how the game got to go,
Play
bro.
that game.
You got to play that game. You got to get out here and you got to do the work. But
that's why I never hosted any tournaments. That's why I always went, because we were trying to get money into the program. And by the time we really put it, I think we were getting ready to move, but the city went through now it's kind of coming back.
Yeah, it went through a
You can see the wave. We caught a wave.
That's true. But here's the difference, man. Like, some of y'all schools, man, we do a lot of complaint, and you say this a lot. We do a lot of complaining about the basketball in our areas, but we're not doing anything to raise the level of the basketball in our areas.
Got a caller. Call on in, come on in.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hey, ATL Dion. What's
Dion,
all right, Dion, tell us what you got for us tonight, man. Tell us what you got.
Tell us about all this. Yeah, this garbage.
No, man, let him say it.
Okay,
let him say
it.
Dion, what you got for us tonight? So tell me, you already know what we're talking about tonight. What's your take on it?
New school or old school? New school or old school? New school or old school? Why?
Okay, listen. All right, Dion. Listen, I'm not even going to disagree with him. Evolution does happen. The players are bigger, faster, stronger, and dare I say it, more skilled. However, Dion, let me ask you this. Don't you think that these younger players have to work themselves to a level before they can even consider themselves being on the level of the old school cats? That's my point. Like we got cats. Okay, let's talk about Anthony Edwards' situation. You got cats like Anthony Edwards popping off. When Anthony Edwards, what have you done to be popping off to say you're more skilled than say Magic Johnson? Chill.
So you're telling me
Sheesh. Goodness. So be this your comp. That's what you want.
this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
How? So you're saying when you're looking at the game, because you love we're done with the 90s. You love to send that goofy dude. You're saying Ant Edwards is giving more to the game of the NBA game right now than
See, that's unfair. I can't let you do that. That's unfair. Of course he hasn't given more to the game.
As a rookie.
Oh, as a rookie.
Let's talk about rookie season.
Okay, well that shuts down.
Ant's rookie season and Magic rookie season.
That shuts down the conversation.
I ain't talking about career. Rookie.
Magic won the championship and by playing center as a point
Going
guard.
crazy.
And had 40 and 50.
Going crazy, but you want to tell me Ant the Man because he got some dunks. I want to hear that.
B. And I love Ant-Man.
Listen, man, you're saying this, and half of Ant-Man's class is G League or not even in the NBA playing on the roster.
Now, he was the #1 pick.
And you're telling me a master what's going on. He's the #1 pick, but half his classes in the G League are not playing on the roster. Magic came into a league. Huh? You're talking about talent. You're talking about the talent.
Let me quantify this because I'm on the fence, right? I'm an old school cat, right? But I will say this: the talent in the NBA, there's more talented players, right? There's more of them, right? It's strength in numbers, like I say. It's strength in numbers. It's more talented players. But when we start comparing the whole league as a whole, but when we start talking about cats that can actually play the game like that were really good, it's more athletes and more talented players in the game, but that don't mean they better at the game of basketball just because they're more athletic.
This is what I'm saying. Because
well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna give you that it's more guys with Michael Jordan talent in the league, but it's not guys who are good as Michael Jordan. You see what I'm saying? They're not as good as basketball. They probably can jump. They probably can do the one hand switch in the air.
What position does Draymond Green play?
Draymond Green plays the 4 and 5.
Draymond Green or Sean Kemp?
I'm going Sean Kemp.
Thank you. You understand what I'm saying?
No. But hey, Draymond Green, and I'm not trying to pick on Draymond, right? So I'm gonna go because I'm just trying to make comparable players.
Okay, give me a comp. That wasn't a good comp.
Nah,
I thought that was a good comp.
They played the same position.
Okay,
but I would more so compare Sean Kemp to a Zion, right?
Okay.
I would give Draymond Green more a Charles Barkley.
It's not even close. It's Charles Barkley.
It's
not even close.
It's not close, bro. And we can go down the line and grab player for player. Like, if you want to say Ant-Man is the Jordan of today, I'm taking Michael Jordan. Yeah. If you want to say that Jason Tatum is the Kobe of today, I'm taking Kobe. If you say Kyrie Irving is the Isaiah Thomas of the day, I'm taking Zeke. That's what so when you compare the player for player, yeah, it's old school. When you say it's more better athletes and players, you got to give it new school.
Yeah, man. So
it's different conversation. It's different conversation. Yeah. So true. That was just a couple of examples. Like, I'm giving you the fact that it's more talent in the NBA because evolution. Guys got bigger, faster, stronger.
Because we've never seen an Embiid.
You've never seen Joel Embiid.
We've never seen a
Zion.
Antetokounmpo.
You've never seen.
Like we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't.
You feel what I'm
Those
saying?
are freaks of
So
nature.
I get, but listen, I get it. I get that part.
But Zion,
yeah, but
you
y'all,
saw him.
yeah.
And I'm taking.
Yeah.
I might take Zion over Sean Kemp. I'm just saying. That's just because of evolution. Because Zion can shoot it. You say that again?
Man, bro, have you not watched Sean Kemp? Have you not watched Sean Kemp?
Yeah, you gotta go watch some Sean Kemp.
Have you not watched it?
Right. Right. We mentioned Gerald Green earlier. And that's Vince Carter and Gerald Green.
It's Vince.
Yes. Well, I'm saying, well, they the same.
I understand.
But nobody's jumping like Vince.
Nobody's jumped like Vince.
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody.
There's nobody. Listen,
Nobody.
John Morant is the only thing that is remotely close, and he's not there.
Man.
Because Vince was 6'7",
Man.
John 6'3".
Man.
You feel me?
Man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, Isaiah Thomas had a dunk. Allen Iverson had a couple dunks.
The same type.
Now you got John Morant and Russell Westbrooks.
Yeah.
Like it's different.
Right.
It's Derrick Rose's of the world.
Right.
So I'm giving them that
You
part.
gotta give them, but you cannot act like what Ant said wasn't in there.
Yeah.
You crazy.
Yeah. Like Ant was just
You crazy. And then you can't say what KG saying because they could. Because you got Joel Embiid. You got
Facts.
Antetokounmpo out here, boy.
Yeah, I got you.
You got these boys. You got joking. Like when you watch him play for real sometimes, bro, you watching that, you like, man, what?
Yeah.
Because listen, it's not like he just shoot 2-footers.
It's skill. It's skill.
He's
Bro.
shooting jump.
That's what Ant-Man was saying. It wasn't as many skilled players back then besides, but he was uninformed because it just wasn't highlighted as such.
Right. Like nobody talks about David Robinson, bro.
David Robinson wasn't allowed to shoot threes.
That's what I'm telling you. So
yeah. Hey, I'm with you. Like, listen, Dion, great conversation, great debate.
Yeah.
Like, continue to call in. We appreciate you. And you call number one. You didn't win the Yeti this week.
Hey, and we every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. live.
Right.
So tap in. I'm telling all my guys, hey man, all y'all tap in.
Hey, Dion deserves something.
Yeah, let's put him on.
We'll put him on something. We got you.
On. Yeah. I'll wait for this. I love
you too, man. There he is, man. Hey, but listen,
my young boy.
Great conversation.
Yeah, my young boy.
That's a great listen, he had his perspective and he had his facts for his young boy. And he made me turn a corner a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that.
But the thing is, it is true. It is more skilled players. And that's what Ant-Man probably should have said. And that's what I tried to help him out a little earlier.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's more, but they're not better.
Because boy, it was some guys.
It's some guys.
It's some guys.
Right? And
it's some guys.
My thing is, y'all know I'm gonna get crucified for this statement, and I don't give a damn. I love Kyrie, right?
See, I was a little shaky on that answer because I love Zeke, and Zeke is a monster.
No, y'all sleep.
No, I'm not sleeping. Kyrie a monster, but like you said, see,
here's the unpopular opinion, bro. Unpopular opinion. As good as Kyrie is, Kyrie has to do too much to get to that one.
Yeah, you're right.
Kyrie dribbles himself into spectacular plays. Yeah. He don't beat you. You can lock Kyrie up. He's just tap, tap, gone.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, gone.
Zeke was different.
Yes, dog. Listen, Kyrie is going to get you 30 off 35 dribbles. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a different game. Like you say, Kyrie will hit you with the spin move, fade away, and he'll hit the shot, and you'd be like, oh my God. Or he'll hit you with the whoop, spin off the backboard. You'd be like, oh my God. But he could have got that shot 12 dribbles ago. That's the problem I have with him. His handle is so nice, he used it too much. Right? And then we got guys that try to emulate Kyrie. So now we got young guys out there taking 55 dribbles to get one shot.
And that's what makes for bad basketball.
And
that's why.
Thank you.
That's why Kyrie is in Dallas right now, kind of doing what he's doing, because you only know him and Luka don't handle the ball. Mm-hmm. Like nobody else.
You said that earlier. Only two guys don't shoot the rock.
Like Tim Hardaway is almost non-existent. Like let me ask you, who's the third option? All right, too late. You don't know.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
There's no third option.
It's too many dribbles.
Yeah, it's too many dribbles.
It's too many dribbles.
Between Kyrie and Luka,
It's too many
it's too
dribbles.
many dribbles.
It's too many dribbles.
All right, let me ask you this. And it's just a random ass question. Random question, because where do you rank James Harden in the all-time shooting guard list? All time, forever, shooting guard, James Harden. Where would you rank him? With the Jordans, the Kobe's, the Dwayne Wade's, the George Gervins, the Jerry West's of the world, all of them going all the way back. Where would you rank James Harden?
I can't even say he way down my list.
Ooh.
I'm just be honest.
James Harden way down the
I
list.
think James Harden's a very good player, but he's played very little meaningful basketball.
See, no. And see, I know it's impossible to do. I'm gonna ask you to do something.
I see what you're asking me to do.
Separate that part of it. Like
But
separate
that's
the
almost
winning.
like telling me to accept the gimmick.
True.
I can't accept.
True.
We talk about those guys because they did what James Harden did when in basketball it mattered. James Harden do that in a lot of basketball that don't matter. It don't matter. Oh, he's awesome. He created a whole genre of basketball. He did what Ginobili did when Ginobili brought the Euro.
Hey,
All the step backs.
sure, he
created that.
I am a system.
Yes.
James Harden was a
He
system.
created a whole system of basketball.
He did.
But boy, when you start talking about the Kobe's and no. My opinion.
No, I feel you. But that's the
No.
new school, old school thing I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
No, like he's not even seeing Westbrook.
I consider Westbrook a teacher.
Yeah, okay, I got you, but he's not, man. Because listen, he's not seeing D Wade. That's it, man. Listen, man, man, come on, man. I know
As a hooper, though.
listen, I know the D Wade we seeing now is
No, I'm not even talking about
but
weirdo.
when he was turning the corner,
Oh no, D Wade was not. D Wade, listen,
when he
I'm gonna
was
okay, let me
turning
answer that
the
for myself.
corner,
I consider James Harden top 5. Shoot. I do. And I probably would put him at 5. And I would put him behind MJ, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, and Allen Iverson. I would put him right there, slotted behind them. Right? And you see that all of my picks are old school guys. Right? Like Dwayne Wade, I think you could consider old school guy. He came in the league over 20 years. Right? And even though he played through this era, he came in during that era and he won a championship in that what they
you know
call
what?
this.
I'm making a mental note of this because now I know we're on air live, and a lot of times my mind, right? I gotta make a mental note of this because on the next live I gotta bring something up because you got in top 5.
Okay. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? All right, got Lance. Lance, what's going on? What you got for us tonight? Facts. And I appreciate you saying that, Lance, because it's a debate, and I want to bring it to the high school. It's a debate that's been had up there in your area, in your territory, in Simon Walker. And he plays in that Huntsville High system. We know Christian Swears. Exactly. And they're considering him because he plays well in that Christian Swears system.
and he's considered a high major player. Does he translate to other styles of basketball that aren't that system? Is he still going to be the same player that we see now if when he leaves to go somewhere else? So I agree. Like the system aspect of it is completely different between a system player and a baller. Mm-hmm. 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 Bombed out, fizzled. Right, fizzled out. Fizzled out. Listen, I don't know how Chill will feel about the system player versus a baller, but in we've seen a lot of players, and I'm just gonna keep it on. They come from that North Alabama area that have been system players. Like they come from the Birmingham that played under Bucky, right? Those guys were, and a lot of those guys went on to play D2 and D1 basketball. And what kind of careers did they end up having outside of a Trendon Watford and a Kobe Jones who ended up in the NBA, right? So he had those two ballers that translated systems, but he won so many championships with a bunch of system guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Listen, I love.
I think the game, you don't have to be that anymore.
See, he just came off an official to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I think the way that the game is going, like you really have guys that I don't have to be a baller. If I can shoot, and shoot it to the point where you can shoot it, that don't mean I can really play in a pickup and go get 30 and just like you in there like, boy, listen, he can go. Because in the reality of what we're saying, let's take it here. That's why guys make names for themselves when guys do make names for themselves. We're just in an era where everybody wants to be a name.
Everybody has a name because they got social media.
Like every person that plays think they should be the name. Mm-hmm. We came through an era where your game made your name. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So you had to hoop. Like some of the guys who got names right now, like it's okay.
They're social media famous.
Yes.
They're not real.
They're not.
We spoke about Mikey earlier. Mikey had a good run early, but what have we seen from him since? But he's still popular.
He's still the man. He's still selling out tickets.
Yeah. Tyler Hero. What's the Martin kid, the twin? He's a system guy. He was out of the league until he went to Miami, and then he got his full system. The system fit him, and now he's stuck and got a 5-year contract.
Yeah. Your boy that just Austin Reeves, the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
he got a deal.
Yeah, he did.
You know, is he hooping like that though? Is he hooping?
Not for $50 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is he hooping?
He's had spurts. He had flashes, but for $50 million, he ain't $50 million hooping. He making more money than the guys that we talking about are Hall of Famers,
yeah, bro. Like the way the game is now, I don't think when you say system guys and straight hoopers, man, system guys might even get more love than straight hoopers right now.
Bro, okay, let me ask y'all this. Who's the most recruited player in the state of Alabama this year? Simon Walker. He is the most highly recruited player outside of Dwayne Brown, who's already committed to Tennessee in the class of 2025. Nobody's getting more love than him. Who was it last year? Ty Davis from Mountain Brook, another kid that played in a system, right? That's went to Creighton, that's going to play in a similar system. So I get it, man. Listen, system guys are getting the love because they're quote unquote specialists, right? And specialists will always get paid.
I want to see Ty a little bit more because Ty had some fast switch and some pop out that I liked about him. Where if I saw him in a hoop, I think he'll get busy. Mm-hmm. Like he had some of that Yeah, yeah. See, I gotta see Simon a little bit more. But since you mentioned Ty, I think Ty will go in the gym and give you some hoop.
Right.
I don't just have to stand out here and shoot or just be. I can hoop.
I don't have to come off.
I just didn't like his jumper, but
Yeah.
you know the I think he can hoop.
Yeah, he had game. And like I said, he had the. And listen, we got different opinions on Simon.
Yeah.
I think Simon's that guy. I think he deserves.
I'm gonna watch.
I think he deserves the love because of the conversation we're having. As he's a system guy, and if you put him and what high major coaches are saying, if I can put him in my system and have him play this particular role, he's gonna be great.
But everything is system. Because if we're talking about professional basketball, and Lance say we jumping from, high school,
all over.
we kind of talking. If it's two guys that's shooting majority of the ball, it's 5 guys on the floor. So that means you have to play within the system.
You got to be one of the three.
If I'm gonna shoot it 50 did it and I pass to you in the corner, you better make that.
You better make it. You
Or
better make it.
if we got you on to come here, down here, you better get down here, get 2 feet in the paint and find me.
Right.
So I'm in the system. Because you got to understand, a lot of guys are good in the system, and then they got to go to Europe and try to hoop.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, all of them can't do it. Some of them can. I agree. So yeah, that's a really nice take.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're role players. We already said the league is role players.
It's 85%
It's role players.
Right.
Everybody's not. But see, everybody's not a superstar in the league. It's majority role players. Go to high school. It's almost like everybody's trying to be the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's trying to get the name of the superstar.
And nobody wants to play a role. Because we understand at the high school level, to get to the next level, it's hard to be a role player in high school and get a college
We
scholarship.
talked about that always.
It's hard.
We've always talked
Right.
about that.
So you got to show out.
You got to dominate your
You
level.
got to dominate your level. Right. You're going to have to do that. And it's a catch-22. Right. In doing that dynamic, if you play the right way or do I go get mine? Right? Do I be the system guy? Because I saw an interview the other day with Daniel House. Y'all remember Daniel House played for the Houston Rockets?
Yeah.
And Daniel House was a bucket.
Yeah.
He was like, when I got to the Rockets and I was playing with James Harden, I was told to go stand in the corner.
Stand there. And bro, I've told you, I've called watch an NBA game where guys run
Corner to corner. And we talk about a kid on a high school level like our guy Central Phoenix City, Bryce Dawson, who just runs corner to corner.
in that system.
In that system. It might be a system on the next level that works for him doing that because we see a guy like Daniel House. But here's the thing that Daniel House did. Daniel House dominated his level before he got there and was told to go stand in the corner.
And that's why I said I think you're not using Bryce Dawson properly because he can hoop.
He can hoop. He can. And I think he'll show that at Central this year. I hope so. We got him number 4 in the state. They're going to have to do something.
I've seen him in situations where I didn't even know. I knew it was him,
You didn't know.
but I said, that ain't him.
That ain't the same kid.
And then after I saw him again, what?
Yeah. But yeah, man. Lance, man, appreciate you calling in tonight, man. Thank you very much. Continue to call in, man, and we'll chop it up real soon.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I agree, Chill. Like, you got guys that are system guys, but the system guy is probably what most teams are looking for. And when we say system guy and role player, it's kind of the same thing, right? When the levels change. And I think Simon plays in a great system, but I think if he goes to another right system, he's going to be just as good.
Yeah, that's what, listen, as you're talking, I'm figuring that may be where the entire game needs to shift. Because basically what college coaches are telling us by being old, not recruiting here, coming to get you 2-3 years later. I need to know that you've been to 2 or 3 different systems, right? You know how to run them. You know how to execute in them. Now I'm going to bring you here And based off what you did in those 2 or 3 years, I'm going to let you run this system or be a part of this system.
One of the.
But it's gonna be a plug and play. It ain't you coming here to go do your thing.
No, nobody. You're not coming here to do your thing.
And listen, I think even when Greedy went to Chipola this year, he was coming to be a part of a system because they had Sammy pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of saw that dynamic happening early with Zacho as the third option.
Yeah.
But then Sammy gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And now that creates an opportunity where I got to do something. And because Greedy could hoop,
Right.
he was able to make the transition.
He took over the team.
You feel what I'm saying? But I think all coaches are bringing guys in. I think all coaches are bringing guys in,
right,
to put into the system.
Hey, listen, because we just said it, and we said it several times. I got who gonna shoot my balls.
Yeah, I got that already.
I got that. I got that. Yeah. Right. But I need somebody who can come in and go stand in the corner, and when I throw it to you, you're going to make it. I need somebody who's, like Lance said, to be Dennis Rodman, Draymond, who gonna go get all my rebounds? Who gonna go defend it? Because Luka and Kyrie shooting all the balls.
Okay. Now, Lance was a knockdown shooter.
He was a shooter.
Lance would be a different player in today's game in Alabama.
You don't think Lance would be Simon Walker?
They would say his name way more now.
That's what I'm saying. Lance would be Simon Walker.
Like, he could shoot.
Cover. The cover off the basketball. He would be Simon Walker. Okay. He would be getting officials to Vanderbilt, officials to Butler, officials to Clemson, right? And I think, listen, my crystal ball with him was always Auburn, right? Because I just saw it. But my crystal ball has my legit crystal ball. You know how we always say, go where you want it, not go where you love, not where you tolerate it. Like, I think he would have been going to Auburn because they would have wanted him, but it would have been a toleration for him. I think he goes to Vanderbilt or Clemson. They love it.
That's big time.
And those systems fit him.
That's big time.
Right? I don't know if Auburn's system fits him. Okay. That's all. Okay. And that's just because we just talked about it. Yeah. But like I say, Bryce Dawson, he could fit in those type of situations because he's that type of player now. And like you say, he's not allowed to be the type of player that he probably really is.
And you know what's crazy, man? A lot of times when we're talking about a lot of this, we're talking about on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
What they're going to contribute offensively.
Yeah, we are.
And man,
there's so much more.
Ooh,
so much more. Ooh, there's so much more. Like, that's the simple.
Like literally being able to get on the floor and being able to guard at the level. I think that's another shift that young players need to make. Concentrate more on understanding coverages.
No, dog, you put up a clip of Greedy today. If you ain't willing to go out there and do that,
yes, man.
If you ain't willing, and we saw
that's in practice,
right? And we saw him do that at Chipola, where he played the top of that Donnie Tindall zone, where you gotta bust your
and
butt,
you gotta run and you gotta play it,
right?
And but I think that's what's allowed him to continue to elevate. He's learned how to play defense at a high level, and
he learned how to play defense with us because he learned it.
Yeah,
but he learned how to guard with Rob Anderson.
Yeah, so. I think, like I say, and I'm just listening to a lot of our conversations, we get caught a lot of times because we talk about the offensive side.
That's all we talk about is offense. Because listen, chill, Will, we're talking about, we create content. Yeah. We're sitting here for the last hour and a half creating content. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear us create content about somebody playing defense. Because we're not a highlight-based show, right? We're not based off of highlights and we're gonna take somebody's content that it was created or go get a kid's mixtape and do a voiceover video.
Because you don't see defensive highlights.
You don't.
You don't see guys taking charges.
No.
You don't see those plays.
Right. Facts.
Gotcha.
But man, Breezy, you can run it, man. We're gonna get up out of here for the night, man. Appreciate all our callers calling in, man. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. We got comments. I got guys in the chat saying they laughing at our Gerald Green take. They saying they got James Harden outside the top 5 of shooting guards.
Yeah, I do too. I'm with the people in the comments.
I got you. He is
outside the top 5.
Okay. Listen, I got my man in there, bro. I got my man in there. So difference of opinions, man. But it's been a great conversation tonight,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Great conversation tonight.
Yeah.
We talked about a little OGs, young fellas. Get your mind right, young fellas, because the OGs, we here to stay, baby. We here to stay, right? And you hope one day to become who we are. That's all I gotta say. Chill, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, man, let's get up out of here, man. Last name Chill.
No, it ain't.
Last name Will.
Yep.
First name Chill. Big Chill.
Oh.
With a purpose.
Who with a purpose, man? I crazy.
We out, man.
We all,
Appreciate y'all.
we pretty, y'all already know, man. They call me coach because I teach you how to ball, man. Until next week, I know the camera just fell. It don't matter. Y'all can see my shoes. Until what's the day? Tuesday? Till Thursday, man. Till Thursday, man. We'll be right back here Thursday night, man. Same bat time, same bat place right here. iBall Radio Studios. Little iBall Radio. Go subscribe. We out.
Peace.
Peace. Long live Hero.
Peace.
Yeah. Fly kept wanting to touch my arm.
Yeah, you kept messing with
Well, he hit me the last time.
you jumped, dude. Like he hurt me the whole time, and I let him go.